This is round 7. This is actually the limited showcase challenge. It's not the MOCS anymore, whatever. So does my opponent mulligan? This hand just does actual nothing. I'm gonna mulligan this. If I had an island, I think this is a much more keepable hand, but even if I draw an island on 3-2 on turn 4 in the draw, I don't like it. Not a great hand, obviously, but Mogi Saber goes a pretty long way of making Nano die to like nut draws. A lot of the aggro cards are X1, but they're one that you really need to kill, like the 2-mana 3/1 from red, or there's a 2-mana 3/1 in white, 2-mana 3/1 in red. There's a 2-mana 1/1 that attached from mana. Those are all cards that you just need to kill on the site. Two-mana 1/1, I hope. Nope. There are a lot of X1s. 3-mana. 1/3 is bad for me. It's not good news. No point in really doing after the goat. I don't have a second forest, so they can't play the 4. Oh, that was an amazing draw. That was an amazing draw. So we need to get a 5th land. And it's also a creature to put these blessings on. That was just a phenomenal draw. Might have been best possible draw. I'm probably taking the 2-card pile. Yep, perfect. They're deciding whether to sack the goat, maybe, to find a second forest to play Voracious Typhon. Oh, okay. He is Forerunner. Take it. I'll 6-ball him. Bop. Menace, baby. What do they do with it? One card at the bottom. I gotta believe they're missing a second forest. Why they were thinking so hard on into turn 4 that they want to sack the goat or not. At least that's what I believe. No! There's a pretty good chance they have Disenchant in their hand. Style 4 other cards. Currently no targets for this, so I think there's a chance that I can final death something better than the players. It's pretty unlikely I'm going to find a better card for One of the Forge than this against a green black deck. Relatively free as well, was I got or, I think it was right to wait because, yeah, because I wanted the scry to be as late as possible. I think it was right to wait. Another Forerunner. Okay. It's too dangerous. I want to draw land. Play this. I gotta believe the green mana screwed. And they have a disenchant in their hand. Okay, disenchant my liar here. Nope. That's perfectly fine, actually. Yeah, it was the worst card in my hand. Worked out rather well. How do they not have anything? What is even They have to just be missing the second forest. That has to be it. The only thing I can think of. It's just nonsense. Their hand is just pile of double green spells. I guess we pass. That's gotta be it. Okay. Scavenging Harpy and Venomous Hierophant. Yeah, just a pile of double greens. Like the green demigod, I'm sure. Okay. This is gonna be like a long game, so I think it'll be a long game. Deciding whether I want to have Triumphant Surge or Banishing Light. I want Archon as a finisher instead of this Shaman. Probably not. Have to pretty heavily rework the mana base to fit that stuff in. Tectonic Giant is going to be great against that. Probably good enough. Saw so few targets for this other than the Woe Strider. Damaging Harpy. I'm probably just going to be really reliant on this Cry effect. Stick with that. On the draw, I think I can take out a mountain. Maybe Vanishing Light's better than Revoke. Like, they can disenchant. Like, green has 2 disenchants, like, get rid of the Banishing Light, which is the issue. Which are both, it's really risky. But, I mean, I've already got Entrancing Liar, so it's mostly Mystic Repeal, that's the issue. Not bad, I've got my altars. Three, two. Okay. Just don't want to take any damage. But I do have the Storm's Wrath. Maybe take a little bit of damage. Play something like Polytratus, I can Final Death this way. Play Entrance. Something like a Polytratus. Or Voracious Typhon, although a Typhon I probably wouldn't even. Yes, I do. I don't really want to take 7. It's Scry too, but it's whatever. If I wait, something disastrous could happen, like maybe potentially like Nightmare Shepherd. Or playing an Aspect to Lamprey would be kind of disastrous. Relentless Pursuit would be kind of bad. The 2 green, look at the top 4. Put a landing creature in your hand and the rest in the graveyard. That's not going to do anything. I actually think I boarded out almost all the things I could hit. I'm gonna do this now. I think it's better than using. I mean, if I use the Lyre, then um, it doesn't go to the graveyard, but I mean, there's still two other cards away to get in the graveyard. I mean, obviously, getting two more cards in the graveyard is not hard to do. In fact, my Essential Lamprey is going to do that. So I think we'll Final Death it on the way back. I'm just gonna pass here. It's pretty. I think it's pretty obvious they have a Final Death in their hand, so I think I'd rather leave open the Omen of the Forged Scries. Or if they play like a giant creature, I can Final Death it, untap, play Witness, and then they have to spend their entire turn. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm actually going to Final Death this in response, so they can't sack the goat. That was one of the best cards I could have had there. Pretty good. I think their hand is Final Death and an Unknown. I should not have played that land, actually. Kind of vulnerable to the discard, too, at this point. Yeah, playing that land was bad. Sure. Cute. Okay. Bad. This is free to untap. Okay. Go. Tap the Hierophant. They're probably going to spend a turn to rebuy the Typhon. I said it was free to untap, as even if I like draw a spell, um, even if I draw a spell, I can still. I have 6 mana, so I could pay 1 to tap the Chain Weapon Ragnar again, and then Final Death the Typhon. Game over. If I aspect a Lamprey, my Mire Triton, and they draw a removal spell for this, then I don't think it's worth it. Despite me, this is one of the few opportunities I'm going to have to actually get a card out of it. Like a Catoblepas is game over, Mire Death game over, Final Death game over. Or Briar's Blessing and the Chain Whip Arachnir's game. It's just too bad for me. Too much can go wrong. I should have an extra land in my hand though, in case I draw a discard too. That's a conservative Arachnir there. Interesting. That's a super conservative Arachnir. What that's about. That was like best possible draw. I also start getting one off this. Maybe the Formula 3/2 Menace Oracle Patrus. Maybe that one's a better draw. That into Euphemia would be a better draw, I suppose. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of plummets. Note to self, Arachne double plummet. At this point, I might be able to deck them. We're gonna be honest here. So the reason I blocked with the 2/2 zombie, but the 2/2 zombie is never gonna go. Shock. It's 2/3 to finish it off. Fair. Tough but fair. Best possible draw, maybe. Again. Maybe. Maybe. Look, man, I don't play good cards to not draw them. Rise to Glory. I like that one. I should just use the altar, honestly. Just one more thing to do to gain a life. Probably put the 2-1 and the 3-3, because the 2-1's going nowhere. At least the Oracle of Hat Streets I have to hit the double block. You gain X life and scry X, or X is the number of zombies. Not zombie, not zombie, not zombie. Zombie, zombie. Whoa! Alright. Hello. How you doing? First Ruin Games, okay. You can dig it. So we're actually gonna main phase. We're gonna main phase crack this to get a zombie. We definitely don't want that. The big guy. It's a duder. I mean, I guess it's fine. Are they just gonna get decked? They have 10 cards in their deck. They're about to draw 2. We could probably deck them. What do they do with their scry? Right on top. Goat. Okay. Zombie on zombie violent. What do you got discarding? Swamp. Or get another zombie here. That's why I sacked the Omen. Getting 3 life a turn with this thing in play. Because it's a legendary enchantment. I may have needed to put this in the bottom, but we would have drawn a swamp, I think, for the turn, right? I'm guessing heavy I have this instead of a swamp. But they don't even have an island for this Ashiok yet. So that's really freaking weird how this game is played out. I guess they had two. One of the Huns, they probably just only have one island in their deck. So if they mill it, they're just screwed unless they can get it back with the Acolyte. Forerunner, sure. How bad is it for me if they don't kill my Oracle? Pretty bad for me, right? I think I need to take one tramp. I need to take one trample to make sure this thing dies. Because if I block the zombie, um, if I block with the zombie, then they can choose to do all the damage of the zombie and none of this. And they know I have Rise Glory and I need to get it back. So it would be obvious for them to not. Can I afford going to 4? I gain 3 next turn, go to 7? Probably. I guess I could Mire Triton instead of Atris next turn. Gain 2 more life if I want it. I guess this is a gold token for their Ashiok as well. I guess I could gain. I guess I can gain 4 life here. I can put the blessing on the thingy. I don't have to put it on the half tree. The Terminate doesn't stop the blessing here because it's attaching. So Speed Removal spell will not save them here. The land is fine as I lets me play my Dreamstalker Mana Core. An enchantment going in the graveyard would be good too. 2-2. Wonder if the Rise to Glory should just be in the deck and to get with. I think it's only better post board against these people who board in like a pile of like plummets and stuff. So, like games are gonna go really long. That makes more sense. I think game 1, my opponent just go 2-3-4 and like 2 terminates and I die. I have garbage like Rise of Glory in my deck because I have no self mill to like trigger the blessings. I have like 1 Triton and that's it. This doesn't really count as self mill. Sure. I don't think that saves him, though. Oh, I needed to gain a life there. I guess that doesn't matter. Needed to tap my ultra.